East Texas Sports Network is dedicated on delivering the most entertaining sports broadcasts in East Texas. And if you're interested in having your next sporting event streamed live, visit us online at netsn.live.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gladewater, Texas, home of the Gladewater Bears. My name is Jeremy Diamond. I'll be joined tonight in a few minutes by my man Brett Swinney, the CEO and boss here at NETSN, and we're excited to bring you some, pre-district action here. We have the New Diana Eagles coming in at 0-1, and they'll be facing the Gladewater Bears, who picked up a big win over Dangerfield in Week 1, 21-7. So it looks like we're just a few minutes from kickoff. In fact, we've got captains out on the field. It looks like for Gladewater, we have number 11, Amarian Minter, number 71, Monty Trailer, and it looks like 0, Kason Harris. And then for New Diana, it looks like we have number 2, Alex Sheridan. Looks like number 3, Ricky Evans.
Worked. Hold on.
Number 22, Lucas Newland.
Yeah, hold on.
the plus side of the field.
And I'm here.
Hey, Brett.
What's
welcome.
going on?
Hey.
You got New Diana with the ball here?
Yeah, New Diana's got the ball. A couple big plays here, and they're in plus territory.
All
here.
right, so welcome everyone into NETSN. Again, a lot of games going on, and that's where I was trying to help some guys that were having a little difficulty getting started, but we're here now. On the first and 10.
Oh, that route was jumped and almost got.
Man.
That was a quick play there by Aubrey Floyd.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was almost real bad, real fast.
Man. So what are we thinking so far, Jimmy? Did you get to talk about your keys yet?
I did not. We kind of started fast and furious there.
We may have to get those in here in a minute.
Yeah, maybe we get a little break here.
Diamond's keys to the game. I'm interested to see. I hadn't seen them yet, so I want to.
I might need to look at them again too. You know. No. Hey, we're excited. Here's 2nd and 10 from the plus 49 here.
There's a little handoff up the middle to the tailback, and he is hit right as he crosses the 45-yard line. It's like on the carry. Who we got in the backfield?
It's Sheridan again.
Okay.
So that gets them to the 44. So they've got 3rd and 5. Yeah. So first play of the game, we had a penalty on both sides. And then a big loss on a bubble screen, and then a 20-yard pass play, and then a couple runs for a first down. And
ooh, jumped off, free play.
They've gotten that same defensive tackle a couple of times now. Ooh, big hit there.
Oh,
but he gets away from it. He was still fighting. They kind of. Man, he didn't get much on that forward progress, maybe a yard.
Well, lucky for New Diana there as Gladewater decided to help them out.
Yeah.
And he got a penalty. Going to give him the first down.
Yeah, so a 5-yard penalty there. That's going to be first down for the Eagles. All right, so New Diana comes out with twins left and twins right. They have an unusual thing. We've got a tight end wearing number 99. You don't see that very often. Quick throw there. Oh, good catch by 99. It was behind him. Reaches around and makes the spin and makes the catch. And that's going to be a first down. So now the ball's at the 29-yard line. All right, so twins left. 99's the H-back with Sheridan in the backfield. Got a man in motion. Bubble screen there to number 11, who's quickly hit. Oh, I thought that was a ball, but that was a helmet that went flying. So the bubble has not been effective so far for the New Diana Eagles. They've had a couple of tries at it and just didn't get anything out of it. So 2nd and 10 here from the 29-yard line. Sheridan up the middle, breaks a tackle. Looks like he picked up about 6 yards there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Ball's going to be on the 23-yard line. You know, a couple times Sheridan looks like he's been down and he's able to break free from a tackle. He's tough to bring down, and he's done a good job of just getting north and south and keeping his feet moving. So here they go, 3rd and 4. Going to roll right. Looks like quarterback keeper and nowhere to go. Oh, ball's on the ground. We'll see who picks it up. Looks like the ball is going to stay with the New Diana Eagles. It's going to be 4th down from the 23, so no gain on that carry for Johnson. So 4th and almost 4. And we'll see what New Diana does here. Again, they're going to spread them out, go 4 wide here, 2 on each side. Running back to the left of the quarterback. Now he steps up into the H-back position. Quarterback rolls to his left. He's looking for help. Got a flag, and he's just going to throw it away. All right, so we're going to see what the penalty is. We got a sideline warning against Gladewater. But, again, it's just a warning, so that's not going to hurt him. And it's going to be a Gladewater Bear ball from the 23-yard line. So a turnover on downs.
All right, maybe I'm back now, Jeremy. Here we go.
You said that the last time.
I did.
I don't know if I can trust it.
We'll see. Gladewater going to take over for their first possession here. What did you see out of New Diana there? I didn't get to see much of that
I
drive.
thought they did some really good things. I think they had a couple plays they'd want to have back. You know, they kind of stalled out toward the end, but they were able to move the ball early, and then Gladewater did a good job of bowing up on defense.
Is that Achilles Hess? Is the
Yeah, what a
quarterback?
great name.
Man.
Achilles Hess goes underneath.
I'm going to
center.
drop back to pass. He's going to look for his man. He got open
Oh,
receiver.
he had a wide open man, and he just overshot
man.
him.
Intended for number 6 there for the Bears. That is, let's see, Jacoby Crosby.
Yeah, so snuck Jacoby out there on the route and had him wide open and just overthrew him.
He's listed as a defensive line, offensive line.
Yeah.
So I think that was definitely a sneak.
That was the decoy, right? They're like, we're going to put a D lineman here and make you think we're going to run it. Yeah, so he went under center, faked a handoff, rolls out, and he's a little short roll, and he had a man wide open and just overthrew him.
So 2nd down and 10 here for the Bears. This time they're going to hand it off to the tailback. That's number 21 on the carry. And did he lose the ball? See if they're going to mark him down.
They're saying he's down.
That was Cooper Carson.
Yeah, so Carson Cooper on the carry. Looks like he gets back. He maybe gets 2 on the carry. Looks like he got 2 yards on the carry.
Oh, yeah, they got these names slipped, don't they?
Yeah, they got last first on there. I noticed that. So 2 yards in the carry. That's going to bring up 3rd and 8.
Got the nice sound getting the band going here. See what if the Bears can get going here. There's going to be a pitch to the tailback. Oh, he's got a crease.
He breaks an opening.
And he's got lots of room, and that's the tail.
Oh, the ball's on the ground. That one is on the
no.
ground. Oh, he had a fantastic run.
Excuse me.
It was Trey Watts.
Trey Watts.
Yeah.
And right back to New Diana here.
Yeah,
sorry, guys. I'm on the struggle bus tonight.
18-yard carry and then a fumble. Tough way to go out there. Great job by the New Diana defense. You know, I was texting a friend today. I spent a lot of time at the middle school level, and a couple of the guys who would have been coaching this a year ago, Johnny Levere and Coach Jason Pitts, both spent time at Tyler Legacy.
Okay.
And they both would have been on each sideline had it been a year ago. And, you know, it just feels weird to not see both those guys. Those guys were great guys. They were a great benefit to us at the middle school level. And Coach Pitts, I know, has moved on to Ozona. And then I believe Coach Levere stepped out of coaching for a little bit. But just 2 great guys. And
shots back to pass. Got a man open. Caught right at the first down marker. They may not give him because he ran backwards. They're going to mark it right at the 35-yard line. The catch is made by number 4,
Roderick
Linwood.
Yeah, that's a great name.
Roderick. Here we go. 2nd down and 1 for the Eagles. Handoff up the middle, and he's going to get the first down. Nice run from the tailback. Looks like that's going to be Sheridan again.
Yeah, yep. Sheridan seems to be the bell cow here.
So the ball now at the 33-yard line of Gladewater. So New Diana looking to take advantage of the turnover. Looks like this is just going to be a dogfight here tonight. Back and forth so far.
Yeah, I think it's going to be one of those nights where it's whoever has the ball last maybe is the team. Oh, that looked a little early by a couple of guys.
No call. Scrambles away to the left. Caught. Big number 99 on the outside.
And he breaks the shoestring tackle.
Man, Levi Green with a great catch and run. Who wants to get in front of that guy?
Yeah, no thanks.
I'm good. I like the number, though. We talked about that earlier.
Yeah, not a number you often see as a guy that can catch passes. That was a 15-yard catch and run there. And now they're in the red zone, threatening again.
So 1st and 10, ball at the 18-yard line for New Diana here. It's going to hand off again, straight up the middle. And again, it's your man Sheridan, and he's going to be stopped after a gain of about 6.
Oh, they walked him back. I think they only gave him 5.
Oh, wow.
They said not so fast.
Oh, man. I thought he had 6.
You know, the interior of the offensive line of New Diana so far has done a really good job of moving the defensive line for Gladewater out of the way to at least get 4 or 5 yards of carry. So those defensive tackles are going to need to kind of hold their gap a little bit there and not get pushed to the side.
Up the middle, Sheridan again. Got a crease, looking for pay dirt, and he's going to be given the touchdown. Yeah. So a 13-yard touchdown run for Sheridan. And New Diana strikes first here.
Yeah, great run there by him. Again, that's a run of just willpower, right? He could have gone down a couple of times, kept his hand on the ground, was able to get into the end zone.
Just all effort there, Jeremy.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and again, a good start if you're the New Diana Eagles.
A little swinging gate action here. In for the point after is number 10, Christian Gomez. Low snap, good hold, kick up, and right down the middle.
That would have been good from a long way out, man. that was boomed.
Yep. So at 1:34 left here in the first quarter of play, New Diana leads 7-0. We'll be right back here on NETSN.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
Back here on NETSN, Brett Sweeney, Jeremy Diamond here. Finally, I'm here.
Yeah.
Got there in time for the touchdown, though, Jeremy.
You did. It was good timing. So Trey Watts and Aubrey Floyd are back deep for the Gladewater Bears.
You got the Gomez kicking off for New Diana, and he's going to kick it deep. And going to fight over it there, but it's going to be returned by number 22.
Ooh, almost breaks a crease there.
That is Trey Watts.
Yeah. Good run there by Trey. Again, you can see it, right, when he got the ball on the last carry on the fumble, unfortunately. But, man, he hit that hole hard. And so I think, ball security, right, that's going to be a big key here. And again, New Diana did a great job so far in the first quarter. They've had 2 possessions, and they probably had the ball 9 minutes of play.
Yeah, they had the most time of possession, definitely.
Yeah, Gladewater had 3 plays, and it was a quick 3, and then
they're going to get field position here. They're going to start at their own 35, so we'll see if they can do some damage here on this drive. New Diana, of course, coming off a surprising, to me, loss to Mount Vernon week 1, and Gladewater, kind of the other spectrum, a surprising win over Dangerfield. So 2 teams that maybe some surprising outcomes trying to get it going here. Nice pitch.
Oh,
it's Watts.
This could be bad.
Watts has got room, looking for a block, and he's going to get across midfield, knocked down around the 41-yard line.
That's actually Carson Cooper.
Oh, it is.
They switched it up on us this time.
Man, okay. So apologies. I apologize. That is Mr. Carson Cooper. I think they've got him in here as a 1A and 1B,
yeah,
Jeremy.
So 23-yard carry there for the first down.
And, of course, they would have them with close numbers.
Yeah. Hey, at least the numbers are easy to see tonight.
And they have similar running styles, too.
They do.
It's not like Lightning and Thunder we saw last night at Dangerfield.
That's true. Yeah, we saw some freight train last night. Give to the up back there.
Oh, nice.
Got spilled.
That was carried by number 8. That's Morgan, or Grafont Morgan, excuse me. Grafton Morgan. Trying to mix it up a little bit, give some other guys some carries. I like the fact that they've got multiple guys that they can rely on too. It helps to have, different guys.
Well, that was almost like a 3-point sprinter stance there by the fullback on that one. So he's right behind the quarterback. Again, they're going to go dive here.
And
cuts it off tackle.
Just tripped up. Brought down, but he's still going to get the first down though.
Yeah, so 5 yards and another first down. And I think this was kind of the similar to what happened last week. Gladewater was down early, and then they kind of came back and scored the last 21 points of the game. And so I'm sure they're not phased to be down 7-0. It is super early here, and so
plenty of time.
No panic, just do what you do.
So 1st and 10, ball at the 30-yard line. Could be a handoff. That is our man. Mr. Watts. How many watts is he? 22 watts? Is that
a lot of watts. That was a 12-yard carry. Another first down. Again, that's what you want to do, right? I mean, it looks like Gladewater's goal here is to get big chunks of yards quick.
It looks like they're going to let this run down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. So after 1 here in Gladewater, a quick one at that. New Diana leads 7-0. Be right back here on NETSN.
This is where legends rise and moments are made.
They're still on his feet. Come on, still on his feet.
From the buzzer beaters to the game winners, we bring you the action. Raw, real, relentless. We cover every angle, every story. From the streets to the stadiums.
He's going all the way.
Your favorite athletes. Your teams.
Ford breaks the tackle. Oh my God.
Your passion. All in one place. New games, live shows.
Here he goes. He's got some blockers.
This is the future of sports media.
There he goes. Picked up into the secondary.
This isn't just a network. This is a movement.
Ooh, oh, he ran over the filter.
Welcome to NETSN. Game on.
And we are back here on NETSN. The chat's been quiet so far, Jeremy. If you're out there,
we need your help.
We need to chat with us. Let us know who you're watching, what team you're watching, where you're watching from. And also give our channel a subscribe and a like there. It helps us out. So we're trying to give great exposure to these athletes of East Texas here.
Yeah, and again, chat with us. Let us know where you're here from, where you're watching from. We'd love to hear from you and give you a little shout out and say hey.
So 1st and 10. It's going to be a keeper there for the quarterback right up the middle. Great run there by Achilles.
Yeah, 13-yard carry for Achilles.
And I'd be scared to have that name.
Yeah, I was like, don't butcher that one.
So 1st and goal now for Gladewater. Ball's going to be at the 5-yard line. So a great opportunity for the Bears to get that answer score right here.
And I hand the ball
That's
off.
going to be
Cooper.
Cooper that time, yeah. Nice little forearm. He shoved that tackler out of the way. He's going to be marked to the 2.
And if I'm New Diana, I'm worried about the fullback dive here. Right, I mean, I think that's been an effective play. And again, I might run the dive and fake the option just to keep somebody's eyes from cheating in too much. But
let's see. They got maybe a play to play with here. We'll see what they do with it. They're going to sneak it. The little tush push, and it's going to be into the end zone.
yeah.
Touchdown, Gladewater. 2-yard touchdown run from the quarterback, Achilles Hess.
I keep wanting to say Achilles heel. I'm going to try to fight it all night. But, yeah, Achilles Hess with a great run there. And, again, I don't think he was touched. I mean, he really just leaned on his lineman and walked right into the end zone there.
And they got looks like the swinging gate the other way. They're going to, the huddle swinging gate. That's
There you
interesting.
go. A little sugar huddle and then line it up. And for the kicker, we have Grafton Morgan.
Good hold. Looks like the kick was kind of had some sideways spin on it. Either way, it is good. So with 11:18 left here in the first half, we've got a tie game here in Gladewater. New Diana 7, Gladewater 7. We'll be right back here on NETSN.
Brook Hill is more than a school.
I am more than a teacher.
We're more than a classroom.
This is more than a performance.
That is more than a scoreboard.
At Brook Hill, you are more than a student. Brook Hill provides a Christ-centered education that more than prepares students for college. It prepares them for life. Brook Hill is a place to grow, a place to belong, a place to thrive. Are you ready for more?
And we are back here on NETSN. Brett Swinney, Jeremy Diamond here. And Gladewater answers that touchdown from New Diana. So we got a tie game here with 11:18 to go.
Almost a tale of two different offenses, right? New Diana was slow, grinded out, right? And then Gladewater is just fits and fury and got a tie ball game. That kick's going to go out of bounds.
Ooh, and here comes the lovely flags.
There's the laundry. So the ball lands around the 20-yard line, and so there's going to be a penalty there.
So if you're at home, make sure you're checking our NETSN app and updating scores you see around the area. It'll update there on the screen.
Yeah, so with the penalty, the ball is going to be placed at the 30-yard line.
It's good field position there for New Diana.
Yeah, and let's see how much time New Diana can chew off the clock here.
Well, they've done a good job of that so far, so we'll see what they do on this possession. Johnson in the gun. Takes the handoff. Quick throw out to his left. That's going to be caught. That's Peyton Jones, the senior receiver.
5-yard catch by him.
So a nice little first down gain of 5. So
ball did come out, but it was after he stretched to reach to that 5 and it hit the ground. So Handoff up the middle to Sheridan. He breaks to the outside, cuts back, picks up the first down, and gets pushed for another few yards. So that's going to be a gain of, looks like, 9 yards on the carry and another first down.
So a good run there. Will ball be spotted at the 44-yard line. Oh, there's a score. Jacksonville 7, Brownsboro nothing.
Okay.
Just underway there. 11:49 left in the first. That's
barely
kickoff return or a first play strike there. Indians under new coach Stevenson. Man in motion. Johnson is going to hand the ball straight up the middle again. And
this
he's
time
not going to get a whole lot. That's that Newland?
Yeah, I believe that is Lucas Newland. That's 22, not 2. So don't adjust your screens.
Trying to give Sheridan a little bit of a breather. He's been doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, already has 8 carries. So already 8 carries early in the game.
I just have a prediction. This may be one of the fastest games tonight because it's a lot of ball control here. And you still got Newland in the game there, looks like. Johnson.
Defensive line, I think, went early again.
He's got maybe a free play. Then Johnson.
Oh, he does throw a pick.
An interception. We'll see if it stands.
He got the pick, but I think it's going to come back due to defensive offside. So look like number 75 for Gladewater. That's Damrian Johnson. He jumped off sides there.
Well, and that's a good one right there. That if you're the quarterback, Johnson, you take a chance. You know you've got the flag and a free play. So I think he kind of forced that one in. Maybe he might not have in normal circumstances.
Yeah. So another big penalty there for the Bears makes it 2nd and 3. And again, they're in plus territory.
Yeah, just across there at the 49. So,
and again, all three times they've had the ball, they've been in plus territory, and so
2nd down and 3. Handoff up the middle, and it's a nice run by Newland, and he's going to get the first down. Straight ahead for Newland, nothing fancy, just running right between the tackles, Jeremy.
Yeah, and another first down, so it looked like about 6 yards on the carry.
And Sheridan's going to come back in and say, all right, I got enough breathers. I want some of this.
That's right. Yeah, and again, I think New Diana's been really effective at moving the defensive tackles to one side or the other, and then wherever that defensive tackle goes, they're just running in the spot where he was, right? And so sometimes the aggressiveness of the defensive lineman can work against them, and it seems to be kind of doing that now for those defensive tackles. They're getting upfield. It's just they're getting moved off their spot, and they're leaving running room behind.
So 1st and 10 from the 43. Handoff, it's Sheridan, bounces it outside to the left, and he is stopped for a loss. It's going to lose maybe 2 there. Nice play up by the Gladewater defense. Did you see that? Who that was, Jeremy?
I didn't. It looked like a 22. I think that was Watts was over there. No, that's not 22. Excuse me. That's 28. Jeremiah Flanagan. I apologize. 28 Jeremiah Flanagan there. Looked like on the end there was the first man to the ball, and then was joined by a couple other Gladewater Bears for the stop.
So 2nd down and 12 now for the Eagles here. They're going to shift it to the side. We got some movement there. We got some more laundry on the field.
Looks like they're calling it maybe on the center.
Let's see.
Look like a snap infraction.
Okay, so they're going the wrong direction.
Yeah, what looked to be a promising drive is stalled out a little bit here.
We got 2nd down and now 17 here. Johnson's going to roll out to his right.
Stop, come back to his left.
Looking around, still looking around, and he's going to throw it away under the track there.
Yeah, there were 3 Eagles in the pattern, and there were 5 DBs back. You usually don't win a lot of those matchups, right, when you've got 3 receivers to 5 defensive backs. So good job there by the Bears of covering up all the open guys and gave Johnson nowhere to go.
So now even a tougher situation here for the Eagles. Now, if I'm them right here, Jeremy, you probably want to just try to get some of this back, and you might go for it on 4th if you get enough of it.
Yeah, and I thought you're Gladewater, you want to keep everything in front of you, right? You're okay with a 5-yard catch. You just don't want to give up the big play here.
Back to pass. Johnson steps up in the pocket. He's surrounded. He's going to scramble out to his right. Throws on the run. Caught. And
it's going to be a little bit short, just like 2 yards short. Looked like a 15-yard catch there.
So right at the 35-yard line, so definitely a manageable 4th down now. They're going to mark it at the 46.
Okay, so 14 then.
So it's going to be now 4th down and 3. Okay. More manageable, definitely.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing you didn't want, right? It looked like they had Johnson bottled up. He was able to squeak out of the pocket there and hit an open man.
See what he does here on 4th and 3.
Looked like maybe trying to get Gladewater to jump off sides. Didn't bite.
Doesn't hurt to try there.
I think I'm running behind Big 99.
Johnson's going to run to his left. Got Sheridan blocker, pushes him forward and says, hey, block for me right here. And he picks up the easy 1st down. Nice call there by Coach Lane and company on that big 4th down.
Yeah, another big 6-yard rush.
Just put it in your quarterback Johnson's hands and let him use his legs there. And it doesn't hurt to have Sheridan right there in front of you.
Yeah, Sheridan's been hard to bring down, so he's probably a pretty trusty blocker, right? He's going to at least get in somebody's way. And, again, a couple yards past the 1st down, and they get to keep going. And, again, they're chewing clock.
Yeah.
Right, I get the ball with about 11 left, and we're already down to 5:50.
So 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Johnson, back to pass. Done of a jump pass across the middle.
And it's dropped.
Oh, I thought he had it, but he couldn't hang on to it. Interesting pass, though, as Johnson kind of did a little, little jump pass
well,
there.
Sometimes when you're not the tallest quarterback and you got a big group of linemen, you kind of
you got to jump to see over there?
Get up to see what you got.
Okay.
And again, not a bad pass, maybe a little bit low, a little bit behind, but it should have been a catchable ball. And I think if you asked Linwood, I think he'd probably tell you the same, right?
Just the degree of difficulty on that was pretty high, though.
It was.
It was a great throw. So 2nd down here for New Diana. Clock rolling here. Or actually, it's stopped now, but it's been rolling. It's 5:35 left here in the half. This has gone super fast.
Yeah, some people are going to tune in and realize it's halftime, right? And we'll wonder where the quarters went.
Johnson scrambling away from
pressure,
trouble. And he is sacked.
Down.
And they're going to, if they're giving him that spot, they're giving him a great forward progress spot.
They are. And that sack was by number 11, Amarian Minter, one of their top players, one of their top defenders.
Ball, they're going to spot it at the 38-yard line. Very generous there. He could have been back at the 40.
Yeah, so loss of 8 there on the sack.
So 3rd down and 18. So here we go again.
You would be nervous, except last time they did okay, right? You normally don't want to get into situations, but I don't know if you can get out of it twice.
Can they do it again here?
Is Johnson going to be Houdini again?
We saw it a while ago. Who knows? Johnson steps up in the pocket, throws across the middle, wide open. It's caught at the 20-yard line. Catch made by Troy Snyder.
Down to the 18.
So great job there. Another big 3rd down throw from Johnson. He trusts his line and just kind of let them make a pocket for him. And that's got to be, I never played quarterback. That's got to be like very trustworthy. You step right up in the middle of all those big guys and they're going to create that pocket and you got to trust them to do it.
Yeah, and a 19-yard catch for a 1st down. So ball is, like you said, on the 19-yard line. Man, what a
They may use this entire quarter, Jeremy. We're at 4 minutes here.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the 2-minute stoppage here in a minute.
They definitely would. Yeah, they're going to try to chew. But again, it's not a terrible idea, right? If you can score and chew up a lot of clock, it's an effective defensive strategy.
Sheridan with a carry, and he is stopped for a loss back at the 21-yard line. So they've got the ball at the 21. So where's the stick over there? Because it feels like that the stick is not where it should be.
Yeah, it's the 21 and a quarter. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I don't know if it's shadows messing with him. Is in that black space to the sideline?
The first down, the start marker there looks closer to the 20 than the 19.
It does.
From here.
It's hard to tell at that. Maybe it's the angle we're sitting at.
No,
yeah.
I don't know.
All right, timeout by the New Diana Eagles.
All right, we'll take it with them. 3:13 left here in the first half. New Diana looking to take the lead back. They lead. It's tied right now. 3:13 left here on NETSN.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
Back here on NETSN. We apologize for the rough commentary tonight. That's been a stressful evening for me. But we're going to get through this here. Good quality game here we've got going here in Gladewater. Let's see if New Diana can get that go-ahead score here. They're going to switch sides. They put Sheraton to his left. He's going to hand it off to Sheraton up the middle, and he's going to get across the 20, but not much more. I think they're giving them that 19 again.
Yeah, I think they're getting back to the original line of scrimmage there.
It looks like we've got a timeout. Who did they give the timeout to?
I believe it was Gladewater that called the timeout. They haven't marked it yet, but.
Well, we'll find out when we come back. We'll take a quick break. Be back and let us in. Back here on NETSN, 3rd down and 11. They got it spotted at the 20-yard line.
Looks like
Sheraton.
Looks like the defense jumped early, but no flag.
No flags. They were in the backfield. They met Sheraton for no gain. And let's see. We get another timeout. Man, we have another timeout. All right, we'll take it with them. We'll be back here on NETSN.
Your vehicle is one of the biggest investments you'll make, and at Fairway Ford, we're committed to keeping you on the road. Our service technicians are experts in all aspects of every vehicle we put our customers in. And with our mobile service, you can stay safely where you are. Our team comes to you to fix whatever issue you're having. Learn more and book your next appointment at fairwayfordhenderson.net.
And we're back here on NETSN after the timeout after timeout after timeout. Jeremy?
We spoke too soon and said that this game's been going by really fast, and so we apologize for the announcer jinx there.
That's usually what happens.
Yeah. So this first half has really gone by pretty quick, and then we had 3 straight plays with the timeout.
So we got the ball spotted there at the 27, looks like. So it's going to be a 37-yard field goal for New Diana. It's going to be, again, the kicker Christian Gomez.
And that ball came rolling in, and he's in trouble.
He is taken down. The holder there, that was Newland. And a great defensive play by Gladewater. Looks like that was number 21 on the tackle. Again, that's Carson Cooper.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to put the ball on the 31-yard line, so that's where he was grabbed and pushed back. So
Jeremy, you're Coach Lewis. New Diana has had the ball the majority of the first half. You have a chance to go down and take the lead here with just under 3 minutes to go.
And you get the kickoff, right?
Yeah.
So you get the second half kick. So I think if you can get either way, you're going to get the ball back in the second half. But if you can get points here, that's really that's the best case scenario. At minimum, you want to control the ball to the end of the half, right? You don't want to give it back to New Diana with any time left. And so you got 2:55. Again, they've got one timeout in their pocket along with a 2-minute stoppage. So they've got a couple chances here to stop the clock. And I think if they break off a couple of big runs, I think you'll see them really push the issue.
Yeah, we'll see what they do. Looks like you got in the backfield there, you've got Mr. Watts, and he's going to get the carry, bounces it outside. He's going to run out of bounds, which will stop the clock. Smart play by Watts, get a couple yards and stop that clock. They do have the 2-minute timeout and the 1 timeout left, so still plenty of time. But if you can conserve those timeouts and some time, you want to do that here.
Yeah, it looked like 5 yards on the carry.
Mm-hmm. Hand off again to Watts, up the middle, he's got some room, runs into a wall of tacklers, but plunges forward and ends up picking up the first down up to the 38-yard line, or excuse me, the 42-yard line.
Yeah, so 6 yards on the carry there.
But a nice run, took what the defense gave him. Fake the handoff, a little end around here. That's number 9. He gets popped. That is Marquise Rutherford.
And he's still able to break through and get a few yards on that. So it looked like he was in a lot of trouble. There were 2 Eagles waiting on him.
He kind of ping-ponged off him.
Yeah, he did. Got 5 yards there on the end around.
Oh, little lineup change here. We got 4 wides outside, kind of a diamond formation here, Jeremy. And New Diana says, wait a second, I don't know what's going on. We're gonna take a timeout.
Probably a smart play there by Coach Lane.
So with 2:04 left here in the first half, 7-7. We'll be right back here on NETSN.
The Friday night lights are shining, and we are teaching driving. CDL Training Academy is your resource to a better career. Come and get trained and get tested right here in Henderson, Texas. CDL Training Academy. Visit our Henderson, Texas office or online at cdllearn.com.
Back here on NETSN as we've got Gladewater trying to move the ball here, Jeremy. And they've got plenty of time to do it. Still 2:04 left. We've got a timeout. Plus, after this play, we will have a timeout again with the 2 minutes, not warning, but 2-minute timeout, they call it. Quarterback keeper fakes the pitch, and there he goes. What a run for Achilles. And he runs into a bunch of New Diana players around the 35, but nice play by Achilles. That fake made him bite, Jeremy.
Yeah, it did. He got him. He got me for half a second. Yeah, great run by him, a 17-yard carry.
And they'll take that right to the 2-minute timeout. So we'll take another break. Can Gladewater go down and put points on the board before the half? We'll see. Be right back here on NETSN.
Brook Hill is more than a school.
I am more than a teacher.
We're more than a classroom.
This is more than a performance.
That is more than a scoreboard.
At Brook Hill, you are more than a student. Brook Hill provides a Christ-centered education that more than prepares students for college. It prepares them for life. Brook Hill is a place
And we're back here on NETSN. This ball for the Gladewater Bears at the 35-yard line. Still a timeout left in the pocket. 1:54 to go. And Jeremy, what you've seen so far, what do you think that Coach Lewis is looking for here?
Yeah, I think the goal here is to manage time, but also score, right? So it's the balance of obviously if you get a break and you're going to score, but you also want to manage the clock to where you don't give New Diana any time to come back the other direction, right? So it's trying to use up the last 2 minutes here and get a score while doing so.
Achilles takes it up the middle. He's going to follow his big boys up front, and he's going to get a nice 8-yard gain. Ball going to be spotted down at the 27.
Yeah, that was just one. That's a spot of duck and cover, right? You hide behind your lineman and you just sneak right behind him.
Just get real little. Just get small.
Yeah, get little, and again, get little, get thin, and he got through there, and it wasn't much of a hole, but enough of one to get through. And
a nice gain, and the clock's still rolling. They've got plenty of time here. No use to get in a hurry yet. They can pick up a first down here and stop the clock on that chain move. And
if you throw the ball to the sideline or get the ball out of bounds, it stops the clock as well. And so plenty of options there. Trips to the left. Looks like a tight end on the right.
All right, here we go. Achilles looking right. Quick throw over to his receiver. Is caught. That's number 1.
Oh, he's got some speed.
And he is gone.
And that's how you draw it up.
Touchdown Bears.
Aubrey Floyd.
27-yard touchdown pass from Achilles to Floyd. So Achilles Hess didn't have to do much work there. That's where you throw it out to your man. You're like, hey, playmaker, do your thing.
Do what you do. And Aubrey's one of their key players on offense, so you get the ball to a playmaker. And great blocking by his fellow receivers, and he hit pay dirt.
On for the point after. Scrapton Morgan. Kick is up and good. 54.6 left here in the first half. Gladewater takes their first lead of the game. 14-7. We'll be right back here on NETSN.
The Friday night lights are shining, and we are teaching driving. CDL Training Academy is your resource to a better career. Come and get trained and get tested right here in Henderson, Texas. CDL Training Academy. Visit our Henderson, Texas office or online at cdllearn.com.
And we are back here on NETSN. Hopefully everyone's enjoying tonight's broadcast. Kind of got settled in here a little bit. Jeremy took me.
Got to find our groove a little bit here. Yeah. And again, a beautiful setup here. Beautiful stadium, great press box, and Gladewater strikes. So again, kind of like what happened, right? But like last week, they were down 7-0 and then scored consecutive points, and so they're going to try to do that here. But they left 54.6 on the clock. Can New Diana strike back?
We'll see. The ball's fielded on the run by number 4. That is Linwood, and he's going to get
a lot of.
He is taken out of bounds, like inside the one if they want to mark it that way.
About a half yard. Ooh, that's a bad place to be. Ooh. That's that one. If it's that far over your head, let it go.
Let that thing go.
Let it go in the end zone. Don't catch it on the 3-yard line. Right.
What they put at the 25 now?
Yeah, or call a fair catch. Right.
Yeah.
You can call a fair catch and get it.
Man.
Ball's going to be placed at the 1-yard line. This is not where you want to be.
This is a generous spot too. They put it touching that line. It was probably closer to the end zone.
Yeah. So score update: Kilgore 14, White House 0, with 5:23 left in the first quarter.
Well, if you want to watch that game, Jeremy, where could you find that?
I believe you could go to the NETSN app and watch it, or you could also check out our YouTube page and watch it from there as well. So you can split screen, keep watching us, but also watch that game as well.
There we go. From his own end zone, Johnson. Got to be careful here if you're
no holding penalties here.
Johnson. Got time, got a receiver, caught.
Man, what a
at
play.
At the 15-yard line, there he goes. Up to the 30, and he's going to get out of bounds around the 35-yard line. On the catch, that's number 5, Peyton Jones.
Yeah,
and
great play.
That's what you needed right there. Best case scenario, probably, if you're New Diana, you're on your own, basically goal line, and now
35-yard pass play.
Whew. Now you're at the 36, and now it's interesting. They do have a kicker, so can they get into field goal range even here? They still have one timeout with 37.4 to go. Got 4 wides here. They're spreading the field, see if they can move the ball up and down the field. Pressure from Gladewater. Johnson steps up. Oh, he jukes him.
What a move.
He jukes him out of his shoes.
Woo! That was a sugar shake right there.
Oh, my goodness.
Man.
For the love of everything. He just stopped on a dime and just went right by him.
That was a 17-yard sprint there by Johnson.
It was something. How about this score? ARP 13, Garrison nothing.
Wow.
In the
ARP Tigers.
Man.
Hats off. Man, that Garrison team is a good team.
Yeah.
So, man, what a start there. Again, it's early, but I'm surprised. I'm not surprised that ARP's scoring. I'm just surprised that it's already that far away. We'll see what happens as the game continues on. But, yeah, we were expecting kind of a who has the ball last kind of deal there in that game as well.
So here we go. Man in motion's going to throw out to his man Sheridan. He catches it around the 50, looking for yards, and then he just gets out of bounds. Smart play by Sheridan. Now down to 24.9.
It looked like he picked up about 3 on that play.
Yep. He's at the 44-yard lines where they've got him spotted. So 3rd down and 7 here. Now, realistically, for a high school field goal, you're probably going to need to have it spotted probably.
Snap about the 20 at best.
Yeah, 20, maybe 25 if you got a good leg.
And if I'm New Diana, I'm probably a little bit nervous because the last time we snapped it, it was a bad snap, right? And so that kind of changes maybe what you want to do here.
Here we go. Johnson.
He's going he's loading
deep. Up. Got him in. Oh, intercepted. Wow, what a catch. Number 5.
Maddox Vasquez with the snag.
Goodness. Played it like a receiver, Jeremy.
Man, what an incredible.
I mean, he just stretched out for that.
Yeah, the receiver was there, and the cornerback did a better job there of being the receiver, makes the play, and now all of a sudden it's Gladewater ball, and they're backed up in their own end of the field on the 5-yard line. What a catch, though. You know, they always say DBs don't have good hands. I think he would beg to differ. It was a great catch.
I think you're taking a knee here. If I'm Coach Lewis, I'm taking the
take the lead. Take the lead. Don't put yourself in trouble.
You lost possession, like time of possession for the half. You're in the lead. Just take a knee and move into the halftime. Yeah. See if they do it, and they're just going to hand it off.
A little dive play there.
And, couple double pancake there at the end of that play. A couple guys up front, and that's going to do it for the first half. So, after the first half of play, Gladewater leads 14-7. And we are going to transition into the halftime show, Jeremy, and we'll have the bands and all the fun stuff about halftime. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back to you live here in a little bit. But stay with us here for their halftime show. Enjoy, everyone. And we are back on NETSN. Brett Swinney, Jeremy Diamond. And Jeremy, something that we didn't get to do because I was off doing something else, so we kind of just chaos at the start. We didn't get to go over your keys to tonight's game. And let's take a look and see how they stand here.
Yeah, see what I came up with and how close I was. All right, so for New Diana, defense limit big plays. Plus minus, I mean, there's been a 27-yard touchdown pass. That was really the big play tonight. So they haven't had a lot of them, so that's okay so far. Get the ball to your playmakers. I think they've done that right. We've seen that they've ridden Alex Sheridan a lot. They had a couple of big plays there on some drives, and so I think they've done a good job there. And then take care of the ball. A little iffy on that one. I think that's going to be a key for them. Oh, then somehow we left the word Tatum on there. That's my fault.
Man, Tatum?
I know.
Who's Tatum playing?
Who's Tatum? That was no, for our Gladewater Bears, I apologize for that. I did not fix that one. But for Gladewater, lean on your experienced defense. Again, they're returning all 11 starters. Start fast. They didn't start fast, but they finished fast. And then consistency in all three phases of the game. And I think they've done a pretty good job of that overall. And so New Diana is going to kick off here to Gladewater. So like we said, they get the ball back here. Ball's caught there by number.
Ooh, nice return. That's going to be number 2.
Arm.
That is Destin Sheridan for Gladewater.
So both number 2s are the last name Sheridan for both teams. So Destin Sheridan with a good return there.
We got a cousin on cousin battle?
I don't know, maybe. Might be some family there. So Gladewater is going to start with the ball in good field position. They're going to be at the 42-yard line. So good return there. And that puts them in a good spot there, almost to midfield already without having to run a play. That's exactly where you want to be. And again, if you're the New Diana Eagles here, I think this is a critical drive. I think you need a big stop here. You don't want Gladewater to get any more momentum. You controlled the ball the first half, right? I mean, you had the majority of the ball, and yet you're down 14-7. I think that's the downside here for New Diana.
Let's see if they can get it going here. Handoff straight up the middle, and there he goes.
Oh, no. There goes that man.
It's
just
taken out of bounds. That was Carson Cooper.
Yeah, and Peyton Jones made the the touchdown-saving tackle. Not game-saving.
Well, game-saving. You calling it early.
Yeah, a little early there. But a big 55-yard run there for Carson Cooper.
Man.
That's how you start the second half right there.
Wow, so a big play. You said limit big plays. Is that one of the keys you just said?
Yeah, that was one of my keys.
Man.
And that's not the way that you want to start the second half. So ball is on the 7-yard line.
So first and goal for the Bears here.
And again, a good job there by Peyton Jones of not giving up on that play, right? Forcing him to run a couple more plays before they can get a score. Hopefully you can get a stop here on defense.
It's going to be a handoff up the middle.
And there is nothing doing.
Yeah, they both had the ball. And usually when your quarterback and tailback both have it, nobody goes anywhere.
Yeah.
So kind of I don't know if it was a miscommunication or what there, but Achilles Hess has got to either pull that ball or go ahead and give it to your tailback and let him do something with it.
Yeah, it was kind of a neither nor there, and no gain on the play, so that brings up second and goal from the 7.
Be handoff faked. It rolls out to his right. Got a man open. Touchdown. Catch by Grafton Morgan out of the hands of Achilles with a 8-yard touchdown.
Yeah, that's a great play there, right? You fake the handoff. You slip the fullback out into the flat, and a great throw and catch.
Man.
And
just like you drew it up.
Yeah, exactly what you're looking for. So Grafton Morgan on the touchdown catch, and then he's going to kick the extra point. So his job is not done.
Good snap, good hold, kick up, and good. So just like that, Gladewater strikes quickly here in the third quarter. They lead 21-7. We'll be right back here on NETSN.
The Friday night lights are shining, and we are teaching driving. CDL Training Academy is your resource to a better career. Come and get trained and get tested right here in Henderson, Texas. CDL Training Academy. Visit our Henderson, Texas office or online at cdllearn.com.
And we are back on NETSN as just like that, a minute into the second half, Gladewater takes a 14-point lead and kickoff to New Diana here, fielded at the 7-yard line.
That's Titus Reed on the return, gets a little bit of a gap.
And he's taken down at about the 28-yard line, so good return there. They're going to give him the 29. So good starting field position here for New Diana. And now that you're chasing here, you've got to be careful. You don't want to get too far behind, and especially looks like the way New Diana likes to play is ball control.
And this is eerily reminiscent, I think, if you're a Gladewater fan of last week, right? You go down early and then you score 21 straight points. I think they're going to be happy with where they're at. And again, if you're New Diana, you've got to step up here and get a good drive together and get this game back to 7 points.
So 1st and 10 from that 29. It's going to be a pull there. Johnson keeps it. Going to throw out in the flat, and he's got a flag down there.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an early block there by the receiver. He was blocking well before the ball came out.
You mean you can't block before the pass is made, Jeremy?
Not if the pass is in front of the line of scrimmage. That kind of gets you in trouble, and so that's going to cost him some yardage. It's going to be OPI there.
And good call there, Coach. Tough break there for New Diana. That was a
right play. Again, probably timing on that was a little bit off, right? You want to get that ball out there a little bit quicker, so the receiver was probably counting the timing in his head, but that's going to cost him 11 yards, it looks like.
Yeah, they're back to the 18, it looks like. So it's going to be now 1st and 21.
Yeah, not a whole lot of plays in the playbook for 1st and 21.
Well, they had some for 3rd and long earlier.
Yeah, so maybe you call the same play. Again, I think the middle of the field has been open a lot tonight for New Diana. They've had a lot of success in between the hashes.
Yeah, I mean, you got Johnson in there. He's a playmaker, so maybe let him try to make a play with his feet if he sees a guy open. Maybe let it ride, but. Do we have another flag here? What are we doing?
Yeah, a lot of conversations, and maybe Coach questioning why it went back 11 yards.
Oh, they're going to
make that 12. Worse. Yeah,
make it 12 yards.
Man.
So now it's going to be 1st and 22. Okay.
Somehow that's losing an argument, right? When you talk to the ref about the spot and you lose another yard.
Ultimately.
That stinks.
Johnson looks left, got a man. Oh, interception! Number 2.
That's his second one.
Hayden Jones with 2 incredible interceptions tonight.
Maddox Vasquez reaches up to the heavens.
Oh, it is Maddox Vasquez. I'm sorry, I'm the wrong list. You know what? I can't see in here, Jeremy.
It is. It's tough to see.
My flashlight is dead.
Uh-oh. Man, it is. Wow, what a play. I mean, it was full extension. Again, he lands on his back, maintains control.
Jeez.
Wow.
Man, I mean,
that's how you go up and get one.
I don't know. He might be an early player of the game candidate.
Man, that was wild.
At least play of the game. You got 2.
Yeah, I mean, Early guy in the house, at least for defensive player of the night, right?
For sure.
I mean,
Depends
two
on how
spectacular grabs. Yeah, it depends on how things shake out, but he's the leader in the clubhouse at this point.
Jeez, what?
Man.
Just selling out to get the interception. So 1st and 10 for Gladewater now at the 45-yard line. The Eagles are going to hand it right the middle. This time they're going to go their tailback, Mr. Watts. And he is taken down for a gain of about 2.
Yeah, good job there by Watts of hanging onto the ball, and good job by the defender from New Diana of keeping him from getting any more than 2 yards.
He had him wrapped up really good there. He was not going anywhere.
And sometimes when you sling a guy like that, you accidentally let go of him, right? And then all of a sudden you're in trouble because he's loose again.
Yeah, because you've given him a little boost, a little pitch. Oh,
Watts got behind him.
Just caught it, but he's going to lose.
Yeah, all that ground he gained, he gave back and then some.
He was lucky just to catch that. That was a tough pass.
Yeah, it was a big recovery by him on that play because that could have been really, really bad.
So Watts is going to be now back to the, 46-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and 11.
It's a loss of 3 there.
Mm.
Big 3rd down play here if you're the New Diana Eagles.
Yeah,
you had a great stop there on 2nd down, right? Now you just got to do the same thing again.
Yeah, because and here's the deal, Jeremy. They've got to stop them and not give them a lot, because if Gladewater gets to maybe the 40, they think about maybe going for it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you want to tighten up here, play solid, play your gaps.
It's going to be the pitch, and that's Carson, and he cuts it back across the field, makes another juke. Here he goes. It's Carson. Is he going to get there? He does. Touchdown, Gladewater.
Oh, and there's a late flag.
Oh, man.
There's a late flag, so hold on.
Man, what a run by Mr. Carson there. Cooper Carson with a huge run.
If that stands, that's a 46-yard touchdown run.
Man.
But there was a late flag, so this one might be coming back.
Either way, it was a great run.
It was a fantastic
If it
run.
was a block or a hold, it wasn't necessary.
Yeah, and I believe it was. I believe it was one of the linemen clipped somebody from behind, well behind the play.
Man.
Well out of range. I believe that might have been number 56.
He's going after somebody tomorrow. And film on that one.
Yeah, I'm going to be frustrated.
He's like, come on, guys. I had him beat.
I just ran my tail off, and this is the thing. Yeah, it's frustrating.
So here's the funny thing, Jeremy. I've been doing this a long time. We actually have 0 chat interaction tonight. So here's the challenge. I need some chats. Let us know where you're watching the game from, who you're cheering for, who you're rooting for, something tonight.
And Brett, how do you do that? What do you do to be able to chat
all you got to
with
do
us?
is hit the subscribe button. It's how much, Jeremy?
It's free.
And then you can like this video. That also helps us out. If you'll do that, you'll be able to interact with us tonight, and we'll give you a shout-out on air.
Let us know who you're rooting for, right? What player are you here watching?
We want to make sure we're not talking to ourselves out there, Jeremy.
That's right.
Handoff up the middle. There he goes. It's Carson again. And a nice run there up to the 25. Actually, is that Watts? It is Watts.
Again.
Man, they switch those guys out.
I know.
In and out. So Watts with the carry that time. Carson probably had to go get some oxygen.
Yeah.
He's ran his tail off and then he had to go all the way back.
And it's the worst when it doesn't count, right? So 8-yard run there by Watts.
Hey, we got Doug Wood, our first chatter tonight. Let's go Bears.
There
Welcome,
we go.
Doug. Welcome to the chat here, and welcome to NETSN. Hopefully you're enjoying tonight's broadcast. We are going to have several Gladewater Bears games this season. So
this won't be the last time you hear from us.
Handoff up the middle, and he's going to pick up enough for the first down. Just gets there. Oh, we got a kind of a wrestling match here. A helmet's off, and
somebody's got to be cooler heads need to prevail.
Yeah,
here.
we got to get them separated. Hopefully they'll
don't hurt your team.
It's one of those that you just get involved in a block there, and he just kind of spills over, and you don't want to lose the block.
I think it was one of those plays where you get kicked somewhere you don't want to get kicked.
Hey, we
and
got
that was the reaction.
We got Deborah Robinson's back for another one tonight. Says, hi, I'm a Dangerfield Tiger fan, but interested in this game. Welcome, Deborah. Thanks for tuning in. I hope your Tigers get things straightened out over there. They had a really good chance to win last night. Just a couple of plays here or there, and that game would have been different last night.
Yeah, one of those games I think you look back and go, special teams hurt us, right? Penalties hurt us. But a season early and a season to be recovered for sure for Dangerfield. And, hats off to the Tatum Eagles for the win they had last night. They played great, took advantage of mistakes, which is what you have to do.
So handoff up the middle. I think that's Watts back in there now. And no, it's Cooper. It's Cooper Carson back in there.
So I think this is that game of whoever you think say the other name right. And
yeah, it is.
Right. Yeah. And again, they both have similar running styles. They're one number apart. It's really hard to tell from this distance. And but yeah, great runs again. And again, Gladewater is doing what New Diana did early. They're controlling the clock.
I think I'm going to work on my rosters for next Gladewater game and get these names slipped around.
Yeah, ironed out a little bit.
Yeah. Might just go by last names.
There you go.
2nd down and 8. He
Pulls
pitches it. Perfect pitch, and there he goes. He's got nothing but grass in front of him. Touchdown, Gladewater, and that one looks like it stands.
And that is Kaysen Harris on the carry.
That might be one of the easiest touchdowns he ever gets.
Yeah.
I mean, that was just perfect play design. You had the quarterback, Achilles Hess, there, just waited, made the defense commit. Pitched it and said, here you go score, sir.
Yeah, and again, Watts and Cooper have been so effective that it left, the entire defense for New Diana sucked in on the dive, and it made that option easy as could be.
Hey, here goes the chat. Here we go. They're opening up now. Here we go.
It just takes one. You gotta open that. Oh, we got a flag.
And the point after is good. Is it going to be offsides? I think it is. It's going to be offsides on Gladewater. Now, is this where they can take it on the kickoff still, or they decline that? I get confused on when they can.
Yeah, I think it's the post-snap plays that you can, right, or the.
Yeah, they're going to decline. Okay, good.
And call it good.
Okay, so we got Deborah Robinson says, yeah, for sure. She agreed with us there. We've also got Waiting Family Outdoors says, go Bears. My nephew is number 73. Go Talon. All right. Talon got a shout out. Yeah. Talon Robinson. And then we've got Doug Wood again says, yeah, baby. I guess he was cheering after that touchdown, I'm assuming.
That was a great play. Again, you're not going to get many easier runs to the end zone than that, right? That's that one you have that dream of where you break open and the oceans part, right, and you just walk right in.
That's one of those that I probably could have scored that still, Jeremy. It wasn't long. It wasn't too long.
That's right. Not too far out.
I might have fell out in the end zone of exhaustion, but I think I could have maybe done it with if I'd have stretched a little bit.
There you go.
I
could have sneak a little 0-2 on the sideline afterwards, but you did it. Yeah. So, again, it looks like back deep for New Diana. It looks like, again, it's number 12, Titus Reed, and then it looks like it is – it might be number 3, maybe, Ricky.
Of course, New Diana's in that district tonight where we talked about ARP earlier being ahead against Garrison. They're in there with Troop, ARP, West Rusk, New Diana. We're going to have a lot of those district matchups coming your way, and I know at least a couple of games in New Diana. So, New Diana and Gladewater fans, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you know when we're going to be there.
That's right. Yeah, the best part is you get some notifications. Again, if you download our app, it's how much?
Absolutely free, Jeremy.
Absolutely
free to you.
I don't know what gets better than free to you. That's about as good as it gets, and so it's free to do that as well. And then you can get notifications. You can pick your teams.
If you just like high school football, like Mr. Ken Carpenter from Wascom, no dog and fight, just watching. Hey, welcome, Mr. Carpenter. Old school pitch and run, says Doug Wood. So
that's it.
But I like the chat. Thanks for getting the chat going. It's fun to interact with you guys that are listening at home. So 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line, as New Diana really is in desperate need of some points here, Jeremy.
Yeah, they are. Fake on the handoff.
They're going to go out to the tight end.
My man, 99,
that's my big
Levi
Green.
That's right.
And a nice first down call. I like that. Safe throw. Easy pickup. Looks like they're going to give him 6 on first down, so it'll be 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, so what you want there, right? Something easy, get you going again, kind of get that rhythm moving. And, New Diana has done well when they've gotten a few yards and just kind of keep that ball spooling, right? And so, but again, down 28-7, you can't run it as slow as you probably want to, right? You can't control the clock in the same way.
Mm-hmm. You got to get moving a little bit. And it just takes one little spark here. Let's see if they can get it. And they're going to hand off straight up the middle. And there he
There's
goes.
your
There's the spark. Mr. Sheridan down the sideline.
Puts
Gets up to the
in.
50-yard line. Great run by him.
Yeah.
We got Katrina Davis says, "Let's go Bears. My son is the DB coach, Isaiah Davis."
There you go.
Okay. Thanks for tuning in, Ms.
Man,
Davis.
what a blessing when your mom gives you a shout out and just tuning in, right? That's awesome. Thanks for doing that again. You know, coaches put in a lot of hours. You know, we know the time and effort these guys put in to make sure these kids have success on the field, and so it takes a village to do that, right? It takes community support. It takes a lot of things to make that happen.
So now at the 49-yard line where they spot it. Johnson's back to pass, looks left. He's got a man over there, caught it. That is, who's that over there?
It's number 5. That's
5. Okay, all right.
It's Peyton Jones.
Mr. Jones.
7-yard carry, or 7-yard catch, excuse me.
So he's got about 3 to go here for the first. New day, and this is what you want. There's still plenty of time here. You don't want to. You can't take a ton of time later, but right now you want to make sure you stay in rhythm and get points here. Try to get some points out of this. They're down 3 scores here. A touchdown would be very helpful for their cause right now. They're going to give. Oh, Sheridan kind of got almost clothesline, Jeremy. Is this Friday Night SmackDown here?
Yeah, that was Grafton Morgan, Mr. Do-It-All, fullback, kicker, and sack assassin extraordinaire right there. I mean, he came in there with the clothesline. I believe the Undertaker made the clothesline from hell. That one was pretty close to that one. That was pretty gnarly.
That was brutal.
Yeah, it was. Man.
I'm excited to get home and watch SmackDown tonight, actually.
That's that one where you get up and kind of shake it off a little bit, right?
Yeah. Get a little wrestling talk in for Jaron. You know he loves it.
Yeah. So ball's on the 46.
Third down and 5. Hand off to Sheridan. He bounces it outside. He's got room. There goes Sheridan down the sideline. Knocked out of bounds at around the 30. You're going to give him 29-yard line. So a nice run by Sheridan.
That was a 16-yard carry for the first down there for Sheridan. Again, he said, you clothesline me up the middle, so I'm going to the outside, try to do it again, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about Sheridan. He's got some power that he likes running between the tackles, but he can also bounce it outside. He's got a little speed on him there.
Yeah. Again, if you overcommit to the inside, he made the room there on the outside.
So here we go. 1st and 10. Going to give to Sheridan again. No, he fakes it. Nice fake there. It's caught by number 12. That is Titus Reed.
Yeah, and tackled by Morgan there.
And he's going to get the first down. They're going to spot him at the 18-yard line. So he 1st and 10 from there. A nice drive here from Coach Lane and the New Diana Eagles, Jeremy. It's they're not panicking. They're staying in this game. It just takes 1 or 2 mistakes and, it can change anything right
11-yard catch there, and so 1st and 10. They can still get a first down and not score, right? So that's an advantage.
Yep. So here we go. Johnson. Drops back, looking right. It's got a man wide open on the sideline. That's caught. It's number 10. That is Gomez, the kicker. He said, wait a second, I could do more than kick.
Yeah, so 8 yards there for Gomez on the reception.
So they got him at the 10, so it'll be 2nd down and 2 from the 10. And I think this is a nice little play. You've got 2nd and short, and you can get a first inside.
Yeah, you can take a shot here, maybe throw a fade.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think I'm going end zone with a little pass here. Maybe you fake it to Sheraton, play action, and you maybe roll right or roll left to the quarterback's strong side over there. He's got 3 receivers.
He's going to short roll with a lead.
Or he's going to just let them block for him, and he's got room. Johnson and
what
a tackle. Man, who was that, Jeremy?
That was.
Man, that 80,
that was number
18 or 16.
That was 16.
Okay, I know. What a tackle there by Landon King. He closed
that.
I thought it was an easy, maybe even a touchdown. He closed the gap quickly.
Yeah, it was a loss.
So they're going to say no gain.
Okay,
so 3rd and 2. Man.
Yeah, that was impressive. He closed that gap quickly.
So here we go. Big 3rd down here for New Diana. Johnson.
Pressure up the middle.
He's got people in his face, and he is sacked at the 15-yard line. There was a whole host of Eagles there. There's a flock of Eagles.
That's right. It's a flock.
And I saw Coach McFarland today, and he
so
told
Bears,
me.
So it'd be,
he
what
gave
would a
us,
group of Bears be?
Is it I don't know. Oh, it is Bears, right?
Yeah,
you're right.
They got through the flock of Eagles.
Is it not a pack, is it?
I don't know. That'd be Wolves. That's a good question.
Maybe you know in the chat. What's a pack of Bears? Let us know in the chat. I did talk to Coach McFarland. He's like, hey, did you like my the dragon weird thing? I was like, yeah.
It was nice. Yeah.
Nice. So it looks like they're going to be content to let the clock run down and make the decision after the quarter break. So we're through 3 quarters here in Gladewater. Gladewater leads New Diana 28-7. We'll be right back for the 4th quarter here on NETSN. Don't go anywhere.
This is where legends rise and moments are made.
They're still on his feet. Come on, still on his feet.
From the buzzer beaters to the game winners, we bring you the action. Raw, real, relentless. We cover every angle, every story. From the streets to the stadiums.
He's going all the way.
Your favorite athletes. Your teams.
Ford breaks some tackle. Oh my God.
Your passion. All in one place. New games, live shows.
Here he goes. He's got some blockers.
This is the future of sports media.
There he goes. Picked up into the secondary.
This isn't just a network. This is a movement.
Ooh, oh, he ran over the defender.
Welcome to NETSN. Game on.
And we are back here on NETSN. Brett Swinney, Jeremy Diamond here with you tonight in Gladewater as we've got a battle here, and New Diana desperately needs this 4th down conversion.
Yeah,
so
this is
7.
the money quarter, right? This is where you earn your money, right? If you're a defensive coordinator for Gladewater, you've got to shut the door here, and if you're New Diana's offensive coordinator, you've got to get a score here.
See what they draw up. Johnson's in the gun. He's got Sheridan to his right. They're trying to draw him off. Didn't get him to bite. He's going to step up in the pocket. He's got a little room. There he goes. Spin move into the end zone. Touchdown, Johnson for New Diana.
What a run.
That was the old circle button, Jeremy.
Yeah, he hit that B button, didn't he? Hit that B button, got the spin in.
It was a circle.
Oh,
it's placed on PlayStation.
Oh, PlayStation. See, I'm a Xbox guy.
Oh, so. Xbox. Circle button, man. That's the move. It either is the best move ever. It's the worst fumble in the world.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, your guy either launched the ball 8 yards backwards on a fumble, or he got away. Oh, they're going to pitch it. They're going to go for it.
Oh, he's going to go for 2.
And it's in.
2-point conversion good by number 12, Titus Reed.
Hey, and if you're going to, you got the numbers you wanted. You got the look you wanted, so.
We're still here, Doug. I don't know what's going on there, but we are still here. Hopefully you can still hear us. I know, because that would be bad if you didn't, but let us know if you can't hear us. We are here. But we're going to take a quick break as we got a 28-15 game here, and don't go anywhere. That's not over yet here on NETSN.
The Friday night lights are shining, and we are teaching driving. CDL Training Academy is your resource to a better career. Come and get trained and get tested right here in Henderson, Texas. CDL Training Academy. Visit our Henderson, Texas office or online at cdllearn.com.
And we're back here on NETSN as New Diana gets 8 that possession. So it's now a 13-point game, and now you've got to work on getting the stop.
I'm going to take a wild guess that Gladewater's predicting an onside kick. Look how many guys they have. They have 10 of their 11 in the first 10 yards.
I'm going to kick it over here around the 10
and
just
Watts
let it.
is taking this left side, so I'm kicking it right over here to the 30.
I'm going to hook it over here and just try to land it around the. And they're going to kick it over his head, and Watts is going to retrieve it at about the 15. He's going to circle back and runs over a tackle. Nice return for Watts. He's going to be at the 36.
Yeah, 36, 37. 36 is the mark there by the linesman.
Okay. My eyes are getting a little bit better. My contacts,
Everything
actually
settled in? Okay.
Yeah, I think I just had a bad pair or something.
Okay.
So, good news, because I don't like having to be outside in the bright sun with my glasses, because I don't have any prescription sunshades. So we do have a flag on the play though, Jeremy.
All right.
On the far side. Shout out to your dad out there, Richard Diamond,
he's
taking care of the camera work tonight.
Yeah, he's got the conference going on. You got a lot of letters over there. You got an RLB.
RLB. We got a linebacker, right linebacker.
There you go. Oh, it's LL Bean, not RL Bean. That's the company, right? RLB. But yeah, RLB, right, left back. So what's the white hat gonna say? This is a long conference. I wonder what we're dealing with here. There's a lot to discuss, so he's going to come over, it looks like, and here we go.
Unsportsmanlike. Ooh, on Gladewater. That's not unsportsmanlike. Another one on Gladewater. Okay. That just changed things, Jeremy.
So that's going to be half the distance and then half the distance again?
Ooh.
Right? So
or is it 15 and then half the distance?
Yeah, so it'd be 15 back and then – which would have been half the distance because they were on the 30, I guess. You know. So 15 and then.
And then it would be back another 7 or 8.
Maybe they're only giving them the 1. Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Ball on the 15 and a half. So I guess it was on the 36. So
okay.
Yeah, 15 and a half. So halftime, Kilgore, White House. Kilgore 42, White House nothing. They're in White House, Texas, at Wildcat Stadium. Last I checked, Tyler Legacy, 34-0 at halftime over the Tyler High Lions. So the Rose City rivalry is currently one-sided.
So here we go. 1st and 10, ball at the 16-yard line, we'll say. Handoff up the middle. It's Mr. Carson Cooper, excuse me, and he is going to get close to the first down.
9 of the 10.
He's got probably a yard, maybe less there. It's just right at the sticks. Good run on first down.
Yeah, needs about half a yard for the first down.
So that's, ideally that's a great run because you're close, and now you can just run another one right up the middle and wind out some more clock.
Yeah, the only downside is you would have had the ball at the 30, right, without the penalty, but a good recovery there.
And it's going to go up the middle for the first down. That's quarterback keeper there for Mr. Achilles Hess. Now almost back to where they would have been, Jeremy. So good recovery by the Bears. So it is the fourth quarter there, and I'll tell you, scoreboard picking up something else different there for a minute.
Yeah.
We're going to revert back to the first quarter. Probably need to do a redo anyway.
That's true. We could start. Yeah, we don't want to do that, though. We're making good time here. 10:25 left here in the fourth quarter. And, again, Gladewater's kind of flipping the script here, right? They're taking their time now. New Diana did that early. Oh, we got a timeout.
Yeah, it's going to be a timeout for Coach Lewis and the Bears. We'll take it with them. 10:17 left here in the game. Gladewater leads 28-15. We'll be right back here on NETSN.
Brook Hill is more than a school.
I am more than a teacher.
We're more than a classroom.
This is more than a performance.
That is more than a scoreboard.
At Brook Hill, you are more than a student. Brook Hill provides a Christ-centered education that more than prepares students for college. It prepares them for life. Brook Hill is a place to grow, a place to belong, a place to thrive. Are you ready for more?
And we are back on NETSN. We've got a 1st and 10 for the Bears at their own 29-yard line as they look to try to run down the clock and try to get a win here at home. And it's going to be a carry there, and is that
Carson
Mr.
Cooper.
Is that Cooper again?
Yeah, there goes that man.
Man, that 1-2 punch has been it's right. It's kind of ideal when you can't tell them the difference. Their numbers are close, but they both have been effective.
Yeah, it was an 18-yard carry there to the 47-yard line.
So we got a good one over there in overtime. Looks like the Carlisle Indians on top right now, 17-7.
And I think Frisco is up 24-21 on the Brook Hill Guard, so that's in the 3rd quarter. So that's a good tight game, again, on our network as well. So you can split screen or throw up another TV. And that's
handoff. Shred the middle. That time it's Watts. There he goes. There goes Watts with a nice first down.
I think that's actually number 28.
Is it?
Yeah, that's Jeremiah Flanagan,
another
the fullback.
One?
Yeah,
it is.
They've got another one.
Jeez. They just rolling them in.
So that's a 18-yard carry for him.
Dang. Okay. They said, we'll just get him in there too. I thought for sure that was Watts that time. He's like, no, I let somebody else run it that time.
Yeah, lots of running backs in the 2s, right? And all 3 of them have gotten some run tonight.
I'm going to go buy me a new flashlight next week, Jeremy, because I cannot see in here. I had this one. I should have known better than to
trust it.
Timu,
Oh, yeah, you got to be careful with Timu. It's about a 50-50. Actually, it's probably like a 25-75. But
handoff. This time it is Watts, and he bounces it outside, running through tacklers and crosses the 30. Going to be close to a first down. He's going to be maybe 2 yards shy. I think he's going to be at the 27. He needs to get to the 25 for the first. But, Gladewater's just doing a great job of just taking their time and chewing that clock right now.
Yeah, another 8-yard carry there. And again, what New Diana did well early was keep the Bears on the field, right, and not give them any breaks. And now, New Diana's on the other end of that script, and now they're getting the ball kind of pushed down their throat. And so it wears out a defensive line, right? The offensive line has the advantage. They know where they're going, and so, they're just imposing their will right now.
Handoff right up the middle again, and that's our fullback again. That's Mr.
Grafton Morgan. So that ball is going to be all the way down to the 20-yard line, so a 7-yard run by Morgan. And a first down at the 20-yard line.
I mean, and they're just content to let that full play clock run down every time here.
Yeah, and every play taking a minute is just killing the chance of New Diana getting back out on the field with any time left to do anything, right? And so, again, ideally here you chew up a lot of clock and you get another touchdown.
Speaking of play clock, is there one here?
I think it's off. It's this CNB.
Okay, because we're not. Yeah, ours hadn't been run all night. So there's a handoff, and it's going to be Carson Cooper again, and he is close to a first down. Let's see if they give it to him, and they do. So it'll be 1st and goal for the Bears
at the 6-yard line. So 14-yard carry for him.
That's got to be another tough thing, too, when you don't have the play clock and it's been kept on the field.
Yeah.
You want to use that whole thing, but then you also don't want to take that chance when you can't visually see it.
And usually what happens is the white hat is going to give a count. So he'll give him a 10 and then a 5, and so he does help them a little bit, but it's still tough, right? Because normally you can look at that and see it, and so, they're having to rely on keeping track of that. So it is tough. It adds another layer and wrinkle to this.
So it's going to be a handoff again. Watts up the middle, and he is stuffed. He's still going to get a couple yards, but good job by New Diana to hold him from getting in there. And you got to be, if you're New Diana now, maybe you're trying to do a little swiping at the ball, try to poke it out.
Yeah, ball's at the 3-yard line, so 3 more yards. Yeah, you've got to get a turnover here, right? I mean, you can't let them score. But then the downside is sometimes when you do go for that rip, if you miss, right, you end up giving up the score. And so you want to secure the tackle and then have the second guy come in and rip that ball out. Well, Doug, let us know if you can hear us again. Hopefully it wasn't us, but
I think we're
solid. But maybe you accidentally hit the mute button. I'm bad about that. I hit the
maybe he wanted to mute us.
That's true too.
Handoff. That time is Carson Cooper is into the end zone for the touchdown. And that's going to be a nice exclamation mark there for Gladewater as they take a 19-point lead with 7:08 to go. It's going to be tough now for New Diana here.
Yeah, you're down 19, could be 20, right? And so that's 3 scores, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, no matter how you slice it, being down 20 is a tough road to go with just 7:08 left.
Good snap, hold, kick is up and good. 7:08 left in the game. Gladewater establishing control here in the fourth. They lead 35-15. They'll be right back here on NETSN.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
And we're back here on NETSN. Again, Brett Swinney, Jeremy Diamond here with one of our games of the week on NETSN.
Peyton Jones and Titus Reed deep. They've been content to kick it to Titus.
And it's going to go into the end zone.
And what a leg.
Ooh.
Grafton was, he said, watch this. I think that might be the first one that we've had get into the end zone all season for the games we've covered. And getting that ball bouncing about the 3-yard line. So, I mean, he got every bit of that one. And
yeah, we've got, again, 6 games on the network tonight. We've got Carlisle and Overton. Carlisle leads that one 17-7 in the fourth. We've got, White House and Kilgore. Kilgore is up 42-0 at halftime. So we got Center and Spring Hill. Center's up 34-7. Looks like they're about to start the second half there.
And the Rough Riders are putting it to the Panthers.
Let's see, we got Brook Hill and Frisco Legacy is a close one. Legacy is up by 3, 24-21 in the fourth quarter over there. And then the other game we have is our
balls on the ground there, almost a completion, so incomplete the pass there by Johnson, just a little bit low on the throw.
We got Big Sandy getting beaten pretty badly on that one. It's Como Picton up 30-0. It's like in the going to the fourth quarter. So lots of games on the network tonight. And thanks for tuning in and looking at a possible record number of viewers tonight in one single night. So, I mean, awesome, and thank you. Again, make sure you share. Make sure you go download our app. We'd love to have more scores updated on our streams.
Oh, that was a false start there. It looked like the right guard went early, or the snap came late, or both.
And that helps us out if you go download the app and keep up with the scores that you see at games that you guys are at, or scores that you see.
Yeah, and that allows our ticker to stay updated across the top like we talked about earlier. That ticker shows the scores as we know them. And so if you can help us out there, that really does make it easier for us to keep you in the know.
And let's challenge tonight. We want this video to get the most likes. So everybody that's watching this, just go like it. We want the Gladewater New Diana game to get the most likes on the network tonight. So it's a challenge here to the last 7 minutes of this game.
We might be a little bit prideful and don't want to lose. I mean, we don't like to lose either. And
so likes means we did a good job entertaining you guys tonight.
We
want to entertain here on NETSN. So Johnson has got a second down and 15. He's going to keep it himself. A little shake and bake. And there's nowhere to go. He met a couple of big D linemen there, and they were like, "Nah, not so fast. You're not going anywhere."
Yeah, he looked like he had a little space for about half a second, and the Gladewater defense did a good job of collapsing that opening and making the play. Led by, looked like number 75, Damrian Johnson was right there, and he said, "Not today, sir."
Maybe too much shaking back there for Johnson.
Yeah.
You gotta do maybe
south.
1 or 2, and then go north and south.
Yeah, when you're down big, and it's hard, right? Because you see that big guy coming, you want to move him off his spot, but you got to get north and south and get yards.
So he drops back as Johnson's got pressure in his face. He runs away, and he is met by, which we don't know what is it a herd? Maybe a herd of bears?
Yeah.
I don't know. A lot of bears there in black.
Yeah,
got the sack.
led by number 6, Jacoby Crosby there. A great play by him, along with several other Gladewater Bears. Yeah, the only group of bears I really know about are like Mama Bear, Papa Bear, and Baby Bear, right?
The
from
Berenstein
Goldilocks.
Bears,
yeah,
right?
the Berenstein Bears, right. I mean, I don't know would you call that a Berenstein of bears? I don't know.
I don't think that's the right thing.
No,
I think we're missing it somewhere.
I think so too.
So New Diana will be in punt formation here with clock rolling down at 5 minutes to go. Oh,
and
a
it's
blocked. It's going to be recovered into the end zone, or is it going to be a safety? No, it's a touchdown. Touchdown, Gladewater.
And that was number 11, I believe, Amarian Minter.
Wow.
So he blocked he pushed his own man, right? He pushed the New Diana Eagle into the punter. Punt went off the back of his helmet, and he recovered it. Right, I mean,
Wow.
Defensive touchdown.
So we've got, oh, man. We're getting close to that time. We're going to choose a player of the game. You have somebody in mind, Jeremy?
I had one, but then now that kind of clouds my judgment. I was running with Maddox Vasquez and his 2 big picks, but man, if you can force a guy to punt one off his own teammate's dome and recover it in the end zone, that's bully ball right there.
That's pretty impressive.
It's pretty crazy. So great job there by Amarian Minter. Impressive play by him.
Man,
one of their standout linemen, and he showed why.
I've been impressed with Gladewater tonight.
I have been as well.
Oh, high snap, and they're going to have to run it. And
what
do you know? He just gets to the corner. Nothing like it. Aubrey Floyd with the speed to the corner.
Yeah, they didn't realize that was a wide receiver. And he said, watch this.
We've got Jazar73 watching from Sacramento, California. Go Bears. Number 4, Caleb Barcoda's nephew.
Okay.
On the stream.
Balcorta. So you know Coach Balcorta. Well, I've known Coach for a long time. Back in his days at Tyler ISD, a great guy, and his son's is a great guy and a great athlete. And yeah, I mean, what an awesome connection there. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching.
Deborah Robertson says, "Wow," for that one.
Yeah, I said, "Wow." I mean, that play by Minter, that's the I think if you're New Diana, that's the Sports Center not top 10 if you're New Diana, right? I mean, he punted that ball off the back of his teammate's helmet. Minter just ate him up and then dove in the end
We've
zone
had some rough punting for these last 2 days.
Yeah, we have.
I mean, Dangerfield had some struggles, and of course New Diana there.
So Brett and I think we're officially the special teams jinx.
Oh, man.
What a crazy
play. Well, then you had that play where you bobble the snap and you end up getting a 2 point. So.
Yeah, so maybe it's working back in our favor. Maybe it's swinging back to the middle there. So Gladewater is in complete control here.
This win, we've got our poll coming up, and I got a vote in that poll, Jeremy, and haven't seen Gladewater. I don't see how I can keep him out of the top 15 this week for my poll.
I think you said, show me, right? In fact, I believe that's a direct quote. Show me something, and they said, okay. They heard you.
And they sure did.
Comes across the field and cuts it up the hash and gets a good return.
It's going to be interesting in that district. We're going to get some. Of course, we'll have them in Tatum. We saw Tatum last night. We'll have, and that's just a tough district with Jefferson and Atlanta.
Yeah, that Jefferson Bulldogs team's a really good team. Yeah, Atlanta's no slouch. I mean, it's a tough district, and Gladewater's making a case to say not so fast.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be, I think, was that Liberty Aloe also in that district as well?
I believe so, yes.
So, they've struggled early, but we'll see what they do when they start. I mean, they played some tough comp. I mean, Liberty Allo's schedule's tough, so
yeah.
I think they have Carthage also on the schedule. They had Pleasant Grove.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm surprised Coach Surratt can get a non-conference schedule put together after as many rings as he's picked up, right? I mean, it'd be tough to say yes to playing a team like that.
Movement up front. So you say that, but he's got, they got Chapel Hill.
Yeah.
They already played Kilgore. I don't know where they are tonight. Who's Carthage have tonight? I can't remember, but they have a tough schedule as well.
They do.
I mean, you want to challenge yourself, play Carthage in preseason. I mean,
it's a good litmus test, right? I mean, and again, Kilgore, kind of the same thing, right? Two state champions that played each other week 1 and had a great game, and then Kilgore has rebounded from a tough loss and playing really well against White House, and so.
Yeah, Keith messaged me, and they ended the game there in the third quarter. Como Picton and Big Sandy. They ended it, so that game is over. We thought we were going to be the first one finished tonight, but I guess not.
Yeah, so big stop there. Looks like a loss of.
So now we've got second down and 16, and just the struggles for New Diana continue here as we get in this game. If you're Coach Lane, he came in late. The Coach Pitts exited, and hopefully he can right the ship. They've got a chance in that district. I think it's going to be kind of a 4-team race with them, West Rusk, Troop, and ARP. So I'm interested to see how they do once they start playing some of their district competition.
We saw Troop in the preseason, right? We saw them at a scrimmage, and they looked really dominant. They had a big win week 1. And have you checked in on the?
I was going to say,
I
wonder if we have an ARP Garrison updated score, because that was the one that so halftime it was 16-6 ARP at half.
Okay.
So that's the latest one that I have on that one. But definitely one to keep an eye on. That is the Red Zone game of the week. KO will have some good info on our Beast from the East show this Tuesday night, I'm sure, to share with us, as that's where he's at tonight.
So 3rd and 15.
And if you're New Diana here, this is a good opportunity to get some good plays, get a little momentum going the next week. They can go down here and get a score, get a little positive momentum going. They can build on this week in practice here.
Coach Lane is not happy. He's going to call a timeout.
All right, we'll take it with him. 4:08 left here in the game. Gladewater up 43-15. We'll be right back here on NETSN. And we are back here on NETSN. Handoff up the middle. Looks like that was number 3, Ricky Evans, on the carry. Getting some guys some action. And then they will not get the first there, so it'll be punt time again for New Diana.
Yeah.
They gave him, I think, a gain of maybe 1. So 4th and 14. See if they can work on the special teams punting here, and then you try to get a little bit better one after last. The ball bounces to the punter, but he gets away a good punt.
And that ball is going to get a good roll, too, and go down about the 29-yard line.
So Gladewater will have it 1st and 10 with 3:30 to go, and this is where you take the air out of the ball, Jeremy.
Right.
It was maybe you need probably 1 or 2 first downs in this game, depending on when you pick them up. So to go try to hop in on some of these games that we have. Again, once this game ends, go find one of our other streams. They're still going on, and support our other teams that are out there. These guys give a lot of time and effort away from families, friends, and other activities to bring you this coverage. So hop on over there and check some games out. We've got lots of action. We had 6 tonight, 4 last night. 20 games in the first 2 weeks, Jeremy.
Yeah, so a good strong start to the season. And again, a lot of football to go, a lot of weeks, a lot of games left. I think I probably have about 13 or 14 left, and I'm excited to do those. And again, it's just a lot of fun to bring these games to you.
And a nice run up the middle there. Ball's going to be taken to the 34. See who that was.
It was Watts again.
Watts, okay, so he's still in there. Watts is still carrying the rock. That's going to be a 5-yard gain, so a 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, and again, Gladewater's offense has asserted its dominance here in the second half, especially on the New Diana defensive line. They've just had their way with them. They've creased them, they've gashed them. I mean, it's just been tough sledding for this New Diana defense.
It's going to be a straight ahead handoff for the fullback, and he's going to plow through the New Diana line there for a first.
That's Morgan again. It's another 7-yard carry for him.
So now you're getting close to that point where you could take a knee here if you're Gladewater. Clock rolling now at 2:22.
Yeah, so you got to get past that 2-minute stoppage, right? So you got to get under that. So probably run a play here, maybe not, and then run a play outside of that. And I think you can pretty much run it out.
Looks like they're going to try to get here, and they will. So we'll take that 2-minute timeout. 2 minutes to go. We have 43-15, Gladewater up. We'll see what you're going to finish it off here with some kneels. Be right back here on NETSN.
Brook Hill is more than a school.
I am more than a teacher.
We're more than a classroom.
This is more than a performance.
That is more than a scoreboard.
At Brook Hill, you are more than a student. Brook Hill provides a Christ and prepares students for college. It prepares them for life. Brook Hill is a place to grow, a place to belong, a place to thrive. Are you ready for more?
And it looks like it is victory formation time here in Gladewater. So we'll see a couple knees, and then that will do it. Jeremy, tell everybody what NETSN has to offer.
Yeah, so I think my favorite thing is our app, right? Our app it has so much on it. You can check out live broadcasts that we're doing. You can look at past broadcasts. You can follow your favorite team. So if you want to keep up with all the teams in your district, or if you want to keep up with a variety of teams, you can follow them. We've got scores that are updated all the time. You've got a poll, right? We do weekly polls. We do a Beast from the East show where we reveal our top 15 in the 4A to 6A and then the 3A, 2A TAPS level. We've got pick'ems. When it comes time for playoffs, we'll have the bracket for that. We've got all kinds of stuff. And again, it's just a free app to use, so it doesn't cost you anything to do. And again, it helps us out. It lets us know you're watching. And again, all that's provided by these awesome sponsors you've seen tonight on our broadcast during our timeouts and those commercials you see. Our businesses that are partnered with us. And if you'd love to join us, we'd love to have you do it. Just email us at sales@netsn.live. We'd love to have you partner with us. And again, we're going to be back here in Gladewater before too much longer.
Yeah, I think less than a week we'll be back here for a game next Thursday night, if I remember correctly. We've got Deborah Robertson that says, I enjoy listening to you guys call the games. Thanks.
Man, we appreciate
thank you.
it.
Thank you, Deborah.
I can go home and tell my mom I did a good job tonight.
There you go. We appreciate it. The
thank
way
you.
And the way you can show us, don't forget to like and subscribe. That will help us out as we this last snap of the ball game for Gladewater. And man, Coach Lewis, first year coach, he doesn't know what losing means, Jeremy.
Yeah,
2-0.
I mean, what a way to start your career, right? I mean, if you're going to do it, you can't draw it up any better than 2-0. 2 games, 2 wins. And again, we were a little bit surprised on the first one, and I think we can take some of that surprise away. I think this Gladewater Bear team is going to be a force to be reckoned with in their district, and so they're ready to take on the challenge.
Yeah, and they'll be hosting West Rusk next week. That's where we'll be on Thursday night, and I think I'm going to be over in Chapel Hill in Bulldog Stadium for a Lake Tyler East rivalry game between the Chapel Hill Bulldogs and the White House Wildcats. I'll be over there with the White House guys. Do you know where you're traveling to Friday? Can you remember, Jeremy?
I need to look, yeah. As you mentioned that, I should know. I am going to be at Lone Oak for Big Sandy and Lone Oak.
Okay. All
So
right.
I have not been to Lone Oak before, so it'll be my first trip that direction. But I'm
We're
excited
just
for
touring
that.
all the stadiums. That's what it is.
Hey, that's the best way to do it, right? Again, we love high school football. We love bringing it to you, and so this is it's a joy for me to get to do it, and I'm glad I get to. I don't know who I tricked into it, but I'm happy that I did.
Hey, I was trying to get you a couple of years ago, Jeremy.
I know.
But
thankfully, I couldn't say no anymore,
and our wives let us come out and do this.
That's right. We got thankful for our families for allowing us to do that, and thanks to my dad on camera tonight. It's been a joy having him. He moved down here in the summer, and so it's been fun to get to spend some time with him in a different way. And yeah.
All right. Well, that's going to do it tonight, as you mentioned. Richard Diamond out there on the camera. For Jeremy Diamond next to me, I'm Brett Swinney signing off for the evening. Your score is not that. Take that off of there, scoreboard. 43-15. Gladewater gets the win. I think a new Diana hacked my feed there for a second.
Must have been.
But
not so fast.
We're done here in Gladewater tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget, flip over to one of our other games we got going. If you don't have anything else going tonight, you want to watch high school football, there's still plenty of it left here on NETSN. Thanks for watching. Good night. Everyone have a great rest of your week and weekend, and we'll see you next time right here on NETSN.
Williams fights through the yards, breaks some tackles. Williams still on his feet. Williams breaks another tackle. Here he goes. He's got some blockers. Sam Williams, he ain't going to catch him. Touchdown, God. 59-yard touchdown run on 3rd and 2 for Sam Williams.
Yeah, whoa. They get set early, very quickly here. Play clock down to 3. Dixon gets it off, low snap.
Pickram up the middle, and there he goes. Pickram into the secondary. Pickram is going to go. He is gone. Touchdown.
Macho steps up in the pocket, and he gets away from one tackler, avoids another tackler, tries to run.
He's still on his feet. Camacho still on his feet. He's still running. Camacho, goodness gracious, he's still going. Camacho, is he going to score? Wow. Touchdown.
Quick pass.
Bork adjusts and intercepted, and he caught it.
He's coming back. He's coming back.
He's going all the way.
Oh, my God. No,
it's Taylor.
Just let him go. Just let him go.
And a pick six.
Kind of stalled him out here. Brisbane got Stewart with a little.
Oh, he ran over the defender. A helmet coming off. Holy man.
Quarterback Smith. And Smith's in the gun. He's going to go back to pass. Goes out to his left. He's got a man open. It's Bork again.
Caught. Bork breaks some tackle. Oh my gosh. He's still on his feet. He's inside the 10. Touchdown, Arp. What?
Here we go. 1st and 10. They're going to throw it outside. They're going to double pass here. Going deep. That's Man Scott.
What a catch by Man Scott. It's a one-handed grab. He's going to go almost all the way. Just tackled at the 1. Highlight reel right there for Man Scott. Oh, my goodness, Jason.
I don't think you'll see anything like that.
Woo.
That's not an East Texas highlight reel. That's Sports Center right there.
Man, oh man. What a catch.